shall not be moved. I shall not be moved, just like a tree that's planted by the water. Oh, I shall not. She does not know her beauty. She thinks her brown body has no glory. If she could dance naked under palm trees and see her image in the river, she would know. But there are no palm trees on the street, and dishwater gives back no image. Still, I shall not be moved. Once riding in old Baltimore, my head was filled, my heart was filled with disease. I saw a Baltimorean, he's looking straight at me. Now, I was 8 and very small, and she was no whit bigger. And so I smiled. But she stuck out her tongue and told me, ooh, you little black mother. I saw the whole of Baltimore from May until December. And of all the things that happened there, that's all that I remember. Still, I shall not be removed. I shall not be moved. There's a woman I know, she thinks that up in heaven, her class lies late and snores, while little black cherubs rise at 7 to do celestial tours. I shall not be moved. Just like a tree that's planted by the water, oh, I shall not be moved. Thank you.
Coming through.
Could you please go to your seat?
Thank you, please. Last night, I made the mention of the fact that the first Africans were brought to what was to become the United States in 1619, 1 year before the Mayflower docked. We've undergone experiences too bizarre to have been included in Alice Haley's phenomenon, The Book Roots, or in the television phenomenon Roots, in which I played Kunta Kinte's grandmother. Too bizarre. And yet here we are, still here. Still here on this stage, still here. Today, upwards of 50 million, and I know people who swear there are more than 50 million black people in the Baptist church. They're not even counting backsliders, A&E and the C&E, and the 3 black atheists in the world. At some point, the thinker must think, how does it happen? Nobody has opened the doors and said, come in. And yet, Miss Julie Dash, Miss Yushan Parsi, Miss Mabel Robinson, large a number of black women. How did it happen? You really think somebody went around saying, oh, we need you, no, not. I'm the first black female director producer at 20th Century Fox, 1979. 1979. At some point, the thinker must think, we have not come from the ground like grass. We have come from the ground like trees. We have roots. And people live in direct relation to the heroes and sheroes they have. Always and in all ways. And so, when you see this dream, this vast dream of Larry Leon Hamlin come to fruition, 20 years later, people have come from all over the world. This incredible dream. How? Is it really Larry Leon? Was it my help? There were people so far back standing on the auction block. So many times that black man said, no, you didn't hurt me. You must be right. I may be stupid. So he could make enough money so he could go home and send somebody to Fisk or to Spelman or to Bennett. Yes, Howard. That black woman who said, no, ma'am, you didn't hurt me when you slapped me. I ain't tenderhearted. So she could make enough money so she could go home and feed somebody. Yes, we have to think of ourselves as not just coming here today. We have to see our long line of survivors. That black woman who was laughed at as Aunt Jemima, or that black man laughed at as Uncle Tom. See, look at him, look at her. Go back and think, what did it cost him to say, no, sir, it's all right, you didn't hurt my feelings at all. So I wrote some poetry for a black woman who used to ride a bus in New York City. She was a maid. She was on the 8th Avenue bus. And it came down Central Avenue, Central Park. I watched her. And if you watched her, you could see, if the bus missed somebody, she said, if somebody, if a person got on, if it didn't, I thought, what is that? That's not, she's not laughing. She was simply extending her lips and making a sound. I thought, that's a survival apparatus. Laugh when you aren't tickled. Scratch when you didn't itch. So I wrote a poem for her. I use it with Mr. Paul Laurence Dunbar's poem, Mask. And if anything, I would like you to remember these poems. I ended with a poem for black men. When I think about myself, I almost laugh myself to death. My life has been one great big joke. A dance that's walked, a song that spoke. I laugh so hard, I nearly choke when I think about myself. 70 years in these folks' world. The child I works for calls me girl. And I say, yes, ma'am, for working's sake. I'm too proud to bend, too poor to break, so I laugh until my stomach hits when I think about myself. My folks can make me split my side. I laughed so hard, I nearly died. The tales they tell sound just like lion. They grow the fruit, but eat the rind. I laugh until I start to cry when I think about myself, and my folks, and the little children. But then we wear the mask. It grins and lies. It shades our cheeks and hides our eyes. This debt we pay to human God. With torn and bleeding hearts, we smile and mouth with myriad subtleties. Why should the world be overwise in counting all our tears and sighs? Let them only see us while we wear the mask. We smile, but oh my God, our tears to thee from tortured souls arise. And we sing, but oh, the clay is vile beneath our feet and long the mile. But let the world think otherwise. We wear the mask. My fathers sit on benches. Their flesh count every plank. The slats leave dents of darkness deep in their withered flank, and they nod like broken candles, all waxed and burnt profound. They say, but children, it was our submission that made your world go round. They laugh to shield their crime, and they shuffle through their dreams. They step and fetched a country and wrote the blues and screams. I understand their meaning. They could and did derive from living on the edge of death. They kept my race alive by wearing the mask.